Hey guys, welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about
whatever we want.
There was like no energy.
Well, because I wanted to say welcome back to Off the Fuckered.
Yeah. You gotta go, I can't hear you.
This side.
Come on, guys. Anyway, we got Kat here.
Woo!
Meow. You might know her from Fighter and the Kid, and
King of the
Sing.
I know her from OnlyFans.
Yeah, we know her by her feet.
OnlyFans.
Hey, strangest OnlyFans request.
Strangest OnlyFans request would have to be photos on my armpit.
Did you do it?
Shaved or unshaved?
People are so
They
into
just wanted to
armpits.
see like what it was. So they're like, naturally I had a little hair at that moment, and then on another day, I was completely shaven.
They want it real.
Yeah, they wanted real. They wanted natural.
Best is when they ask for things that aren't even your privates.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I've asked
Has anyone asked you for your shoulder?
not shoulder, bicep photos. I've been asked for a belly button photo.
Wow.
Wait, when someone asks for a bicep picture, do you pump up first a little bit, or you just do it?
No, they were like, I want you like natural, and then like I just like rolled up my shirt going.
Imagine they're like,
That's it.
I want
It's like
you
a
to
5
shake
second
it.
clip.
Jiggle it.
Jiggle your wing.
Jiggle it.
If she does a pose, she goes.
Jiggle it.
She does one of those. That'd be tight. That's
Wait,
what
and then
Beaches over there.
so then when they ask you for these, you set a price for that photo beforehand?
$20.
Most of the time, I will ask them, well, what are you comfortable paying?
You're such a nice negotiator.
Just to see, kind of like get a feel for it, because I'm still very new to all of this, so I don't know what is necessarily expensive and what isn't. I found that expensive is subjective to who is willing to buy it.
True.
So it's one of those things where most people will say that like my OnlyFans is priced very fairly, where it's only $10 a month, and in the like every day you get 2 photos, so you get like 60
That
photos.
seems like a lot of content, yeah.
Whereas a lot of OnlyFans girls will post here and there, like a lot of girls who do it will do like maybe 2 times a week, or like.
So you're like the Forever 21 of OnlyFans.
I'm like very scheduled. Like you will always get content out of me. You will always get a response from DM. I do it as a job.
Shout it
which is
out.
great.
What is it? What is it?
My OnlyFans is onlyfans.com/teen, TIIIEEEN. 3 I's, 3 E's. Yeah. I got some weird requests. It's not always just nudes though. Like a lot of people want to see nudes, but I don't do nudity and I don't do porn. My boyfriend
Well,
did
that's
porn,
bullshit,
so,
though.
Like a lot of people like go into it thinking like I'm gonna do porn.
He does porn?
He used to, yeah. He used to do porn with his ex-girlfriend. So like when
Do
he
you
got
ever watch any of that stuff?
no, but the moment I told people who I was dating, because he's friends with my bosses on the podcast, and I met him through work.
Can you mention his name or no? Try to keep
Oh yeah, it's his name is Stevie Blue Eyes.
Stevie Blue
Would Joe know
He
him?
doesn't go by like his government name.
Joe should know.
Guys that much.
Like old school like Boston dude, so he like has like shady names and shit.
Was he like popular in the early 2000s?
He's like early 2000s. I don't know.
He sounds handsome.
Who was his chick?
His name is.
Aniston, Nicole Aniston.
He looks like he would.
I don't know them.
You don't know that?
That's my boyfriend.
He's handsome.
He's a handsome guy. If your name is Stevie Blue Eyes, you're a handsome dude.
Looks like a fucking G.I. Joe.
Yeah. He's like a compact G.I. Joe. He's like a shorter guy.
Yeah, alright.
Oh, is it this one?
Yeah, it's that one.
If anyone calls you something, whatever eyes, like Nikki Brown Eyes, you know, that sounds like, oh, that's a pretty boy's name.
Yeah. That's a heartthrob right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he used to do porn, and then he is also a comedian. I met him when he was, I think, like on the like end stage of him doing porn. Like him and his ex-girlfriend weren't together anymore, but they were still kind of shooting here and there. And when he and I met, I was like, oh, I want nothing to do with him. And
Why?
He just everyone talked about him like he was this like urban legend in the like Fighter and the Kid podcast community, where it's like, oh, this is like a fuck boy felon out here like fucking porn stars left and right, and he's like, hi, my name is Stevie, I think you're really pretty. He's super wholesome, but he's like he's like been to federal prison for 9 years, like his 20s were like taken from him. And he's just like, I like doing interior design.
He's an interior designer, bro?
He loves.
What is he, the dream guy or what?
He really is like super wholesome. He's like HGTV.
What does this place look like?
Like Martha Stewart.
He won't let me touch anything in our home. Like he decorates everything. He's like, do not touch a thing.
How
Like,
long have you been together?
since August. Not that long actually.
Okay.
And like we like rushed
I
into
wonder
moving
if it's
in together.
like being so deprived in prison with just these concrete walls. Now he's like in this world of colors and fucking fabrics, and he's just like, yeah.
If in prison, everybody knew him as the interior design guy. Like, oh, dude, he's got the Stevie Blue Eyes got the coolest cell, bro. Have you guys seen this?
For the prize.
When you know that your guy was in porn and you're about to have sex for the first time, what's that like?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was so intimidated because like the first time I went over to his apartment and we hung out, like I was like nervous to like get close to him, to touch him, because I was like, if we start making out, we start dry humping, and I start like feeling what he's working with. I don't know like how I'm
Handle
gonna
it.
Yeah.
because on the podcast they were talking about how big his dick is, like as an inside joke, and he actually showed the producer Chin and I a picture of his dick, and I was like, oh, okay. And he has like this tattoo of Homer Simpson like on his inner thigh. He had cancer as a kid and he wanted everyone to like laugh. He was like, before I die, I want to like everyone to see.
as a kid?
He had such an unfortunate life that nobody knows about. But
crazy.
he's like the happiest person ever. He wanted it so like when he passed away, everyone would like, they would unclothe him and see like Homer Simpson with his like face like right next to a huge dick.
That's great.
Yeah, like the dope face, like right next to like a huge dick.
That's awesome.
So there's that. But when like we fucked for the first time, I was like, huh, brace yourself. I was like holding on to everything like,
Did you have a wheelchair by the bed?
I thought I would need to. I thought I would need to.
You had to leave in crutches.
I'm a fairly sturdy lady, but I was definitely walking a little funny the next day.
Oh, good for both of you.
Stevie Blue, good for Stevie Blue.
You got interior design and a great
Seen
day.
his work though, but after I talked on a show about him and I being together, people would like send me screenshots of him doing porn as if like I didn't already know.
That's nice.
They sent you screenshots?
They're like, by the
Your
way,
boyfriend, I was like, yeah, it is.
Just so you know, like,
Is this your boyfriend?
I'm like, yeah, it's
by the way.
fucking assholes,
you
bro.
didn't know.
People out there.
Dang, so does that mean you get a ton of requests then from people?
Yeah, a
that
lot of
know?
people. There are people who will buy my OnlyFans trying to see like different nudes from him.
Wow.
They're like, I want to see his dick. Like you're great, but
Like, guys?
yeah. Like I can't get a hold of him, so he can sell me pictures of his dick in different like positions. But like I can buy yours and ask you if he would.
Obviously, your parents know about your OnlyFans and stuff, but you're now bringing a porn star home. What's that like?
My parents met him, and all they really know is I think I told my mom and my dad at some point, but then they forgot. In their head, they're like, "Oh, he's dated like a Playboy model." I'm like, "Sure, yeah, that's
cute.
That's cute."
We'll leave it at that.
Like my parents are kind of like my family is a bunch of degenerates, anyways. So like it's fine.
Do you want to pay the big two?
Like, as long as it's like a nice guy who's like taking care of me and like protecting, making sure like I'm safe.
Really into interior design.
And like now that they know I'm making money, they're like, oh, she doesn't need a man.
How did you go to USC if like everyone's a degenerate? Like, how was college even on your radar?
I wanted to go to a school far away from San Jose because I had like crazy tiger parents. I just wanted to get out. I was like, if I don't leave for college, I'm never fucking leaving the city. So I need to like try my best to get to where as far as I can without being like
LA's
too
not that far.
It's not that far, but it's far enough for like my parents not to like always come and check up. It was like
Too much driving.
like I was gonna go to USC or like NYU, and New York was so far in my head and so scary because I would watch Law and Order SVU as a child. I was like, I'm gonna get fucking raped.
That'll do it.
So
So you go to USC instead, where the whole school is surrounded by crazy ass shit.
yeah, that's the thing. I actually had some homeless friends like when I was going to USC because I would walk from my apartment to campus, and there was always like a few people dressed in like all black, but they didn't look homeless is the thing. And like there'd be this guy on the corner who would always nod to me. I remember like, hey, what's up? Good morning. And one day like I saw him like crawl into a tent. I was like, oh, you're homeless, but you're like the closest thing to a friend I have in the city, so what's good?
Are you tired of using lime to clean up your face for a beauty routine? Well, if you're anyone like me and you don't want to use lime anymore, like you don't want to feel like a taco like this.
What if it goes in your eyes?
Oh yeah, that might happen. Oh no.
But like Joe was saying, if you're tired of making up your own skin routines,
It burns.
What's up about Curology is after you sign up and you share your goals, a licensed provider gives you a custom formula to reach the goals that you want, so you don't have to put lime all over your face.
You don't have to use a bag of limes for your skincare
You don't
treatment
have to
anymore.
do the Vietnamese method, man.
So thank you very much, Curology, because they helped me out in this process. It was super easy. I went on, I said, these are my goals. I want beautiful skin.
I want to smell like limes.
I don't want to look like a 36-year-old smoker, okay?
Yeah.
I want to look like a 12-year-old surfer boy, right? With great tan skin. So they said, I'll hook you up. This is what you need. This is your perfect formula for you. They sent it over, and I no longer have to use limes anymore.
And what's awesome is once you sign up, they ship it right to your door, so it's super convenient for 30 days. And if you sign up right now, you can get it for free.
That's right, for a whole month.
Yep. So if you're ready for healthier skin, and you're not trying to put limes or oranges or other crazy ass fruits on your face, go to Curology.com/offtherecord to get a free 30-day trial. It's a whole month. All you have to do is pay for shipping and handling. Go to Curology.com/offtherecord for a free 30-day trial. Thank you, Curology. Get your skin right, and you don't have to burn your eyeballs with the limes.
It burns. I gotta wash it.
There's so many clean homeless, but the backpack is usually a giveaway for me. I'm like,
But
okay.
not when they're going to school.
What's that?
When there's
Yeah, he was next to campus, so like, maybe he's like an adult student.
You know what's the craziest thing I've seen? So I was just in Sacramento, and they have that. Is it called American River? You're from the NorCal, right? American River, right?
Yeah.
On the riverbed, I see like tents and stuff, which is what I'm used to seeing. There's cars there too now, and the car is covered in like a tarp, but there's just straight up parking spaces. And I'm like, oh shit! I never knew homeless people had cars. Like you just assume people are down and out on their luck, but then now you're like, oh wait, some of this is by choice, some of this is like through maybe just anti-society or whatever, and I'm like, this is fucking
Can't
crazy.
afford living space, especially in NorCal. It's so expensive.
Well,
They might have
Sacramento's
like, went
cheaper.
from living in their car to like, let me live in my car in an area with other people.
I've seen since COVID hit, I've seen trailers in like the Sepulveda area, like all of a sudden just
There's
start stacking.
hella trailers
It's
now.
crazy.
And then they look like old trailers from the 70s that don't even run anymore. But somehow it shows up and it's parked on a street.
Yep.
Yeah, like Main Street off the 5, there's just like 6 RVs.
There's a lot, dude.
Dang, RVs or mobile homes? Because those are two different.
No, these ones are RV, like old RV.
Weird corruption too, because San Francisco just got called out for basically they had these special spaces for homeless people, right? And then they spent like 16 million on like tents to house them. 16 million.
Tents? Wow. Because I know they have those tiny homes that they're building. They're at least made out of wood.
Yeah.
No, these are actual, like you'll see it. It's like they spray painted blocks, right? So
Like
then
the
they have,
Firefest Antifa tents.
yeah, and then they just have like Coleman camping tents, not even REI, you know?
Wow.
And then the city, they spent 16 mil on that.
What?
Yeah, I know.
Someone's definitely embezzling.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I bet someone at Coleman's pretty happy too.
Yeah.
It's like a family member that owns it or something.
How long have you been in LA for?
I've been in LA since 2015, so like a hot minute.
Oh shit. And you came all to escape and then you just said stayed here.
Yep. I left like a refugee. Like I brought the clothes on my back.
It's like fuck it.
I was like, I gotta go.
Were your parents pissed because like a lot of my like Vietnamese friends, like they you know, if they're girls especially, like they're like, why you gotta go to a university so far? Why don't you just fucking go to this one right here and be a pharmacist or whatever? Did you have to deal with that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm the oldest in my family, and I'm the first to like actually go to college. Like my mom went to like FITM for a semester when she came to America, but she in her head she's like, okay, well, if you're getting an education from a school like USC, like I'm sure you're gonna learn something. Like theater isn't the thing we wanted you to go into, but at the end of the day, like you're gonna get a degree from USC, so it'll probably like parlay you into something else, which is good. So they were fine with that, and my dad is so cute. He would walk around telling people like, "Oh, my daughter got to USC," and then they'd be like, "Oh, cool. What is she studying?" He's like, anyways, like he was. I was like trying to be an
Don't ask
actor.
somebody a question, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So they weren't pissed at the fact that you had to like go so far?
No, they were
Like,
more.
why don't you go to Stanford or somewhere closer?
I was like, girl, I couldn't get into Stanford. What are you talking about? I can't spell Wednesday without saying Wednesday. Like, fam.
I think that's all of us.
Yeah,
nobody
I'm
can.
surprised I got into USC.
I never added a D until in my 20s.
Restaurant is another hard one.
Restaurant.
Restaurant.
I can't spell it straight up.
Put a gun on my head, making me spell restaurant.
Or guarantee.
Yeah, guarantee is rough. Too many U's and
I'm
A's.
an entrepreneur that couldn't spell entrepreneur.
That's a tough one too.
But because my parents are Vietnamese, like they were disappointed until like I started making money. The moment I started making money, they're like, okay, she's fine.
You get to show them pay stubs?
Huh?
You get to show them pay stubs?
Not pay stubs, but like my mom is so old school Vietnamese that she's like, oh yeah, like she wants to see like my bank account. She wants to see like what I'm doing with my money.
What are you spending on?
What I'm spending on. She's like, you spent this much on Postmates. I'm like, Mom, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, she, as long as I am taken care of and I am not asking them for money in her head, she's like, it's a success. It's as good as we could have like asked for with you in a theater degree.
That's dope.
Like, yeah, that's fucking cool.
What about your other siblings?
My younger sister went to school for public health over in Ohio State. She didn't want to move back to San Jose, so I let her live with me. She's living with my boyfriend and I here in LA. And then my younger brother is like 10, 11, so he's like a little baby.
Aw, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And everyone's trying to get out of the house.
The only person who believed in me was my grandma. My grandma used to, like my super, like kind, gentle, super PC grandma, not like my like rowdy Vietnamese, like cussing like a sailor grandma. She's like, no, she may not get paid a lot, but she's gonna be fine. Now she's like, I told you bitches, leave my granddaughter alone. She's selling pictures of her feet online. She's like, she's gonna find a way.
Awesome. So she's super supportive.
She's super supportive. She's like, I don't really know what it is you do, but okay, it's fine. You're fine. I'm rooting for you. So I'm like, okay.
That's tight. She's so chill about it.
Yeah, she's like, as long as you're a good person, it's fine. She's super like Buddhist, super like, you know what? Like she speaks to me in like Confucius poems. It's like, I don't get what you're saying half the time, but I know you mean well. You're praying for me.
That's tight.
Yeah. Is that kind of similar to your mom?
Yeah, but she's not as kind-hearted.
That's the thing. You're either like super kind-hearted and mellow, or you're like super strict, like aggressive the other way.
It's so bipolar.
Yeah, my mom
That's
like
so true.
She has this Buddhist mindset and like Asian tiger like logic, right? So she only understands it in her own way.
Yeah.
So I've been giving my mom allowance like since we could afford it. So maybe like I don't know, since maybe 2013, 2014, like I pay her just so she could like retire and live very comfortably. When I got into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency like last year or this year, I started really thinking about 2017, yeah, but I really started thinking about like staking and stuff in I think just either this year or last year, I forgot. But whatever money I was telling my mom that I was sending her, I was like, hey, instead of me, I'm like, do you really need this money?
Yeah.
Because if you don't, what I want to do is I'd rather pay that and put it into like one of these staking accounts, and I could build it that way. At the end of the year, you could still get the money that I was going to give you anyways, but at least you'll have the interest and it grows, and then cryptocurrency is going up. And I think she just zeroed in on the part where like, wait, why are you calling me homeless for? You think I need your money? I don't need your fucking money. And I'm like,
Oh, she's like proud
I'm like,
now.
that's not the point. The point is, I'm like, if you have retirement, she worked like 30, 40 years at another job, so I know she has retirement.
She's wealthy, dude.
Yeah, so I'm like, you have money. I'm like, if you don't need this money, I can put it somewhere else and it'll grow even more. But if you're gonna be homeless, I don't want you to be homeless.
Yeah.
And then she got so stuck on the homeless, like, how dare you fucking call me homeless? I don't need shit from you.
All I need is the temple.
I don't need to fucking talk to you.
Probably your wording.
I don't need to fucking talk to you anymore. And then she's like,
Her probably said, "Hey, mom, you know how you're a broke ass bitch? You need my money."
and she's like, I don't want to fucking take her money. And then she stopped talking to me for like 3 months.
Oh, wow.
Which in the normal people's time, that's probably like 5 years, because my mom will text me like 2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah, so it meant a
Thinking
lot.
that we don't talk enough.
You just gotta piss her off every now and then if you don't want to talk to her.
Yeah, but the thing
Call her
is,
homeless every
I started feeling sad. I'm like, oh man, my mom hasn't talked to me in a while, and I felt bad. And then the minute she texted me, the first thing she texted me was a video of like some fucking Buddha like story, and I'm like, oh fuck, I wish I pissed her off longer.
Dude, my family's similar where, like, I remember during crypto, when it was going down and shit, my family's all like, nah, dude, not doing that shit. It's all a big fucking scam, bubble popped, all this shit. But my little brother, he rode with me the whole time. Now he's retiring, and my family doesn't want to talk about it.
That's the best, man.
That's the best story you want to hear.
It's the best.
Yeah.
And he just like moved with me when I moved and all this shit. And I would text them now and then like, hey, just so you know, this is about to run. It's gonna be good. This will be a good one. And they're all just like, yeah, it's like putting money into a furnace. They would respond like that.
Oh, wow.
Instead of like just listening or maybe being like, I don't know, like, yeah, I need more information. Like, nah, that's like, boom, wrong. That's bad to do.
Yeah.
How many failed investments did you pitch to your family in the past?
Yeah, that's how I was looking at it with my mom. I was like, Mom, you're getting scammed again with Bitcoin. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You gotta know why you bought it, that's all.
Yeah. No, but that's where you're trying to ask Kwan, like if they had already.
Like where does this come from?
Yeah.
Like, because some people are just hella negative.
That's
and they're
where it comes
skeptical
from.
even no matter who says what.
That's where it comes
And then
from.
some people just like
Yeah, maybe Steve sold his family into a Ponzi scheme and we don't know.
I got them into RVs early. Before the downturn.
It was hot for a minute too, though.
RVs are hot now, technically.
Yeah, they're great. Everyone's living out of
vans.
vans. Yeah. You know how many YouTubers we watch of people living in vans? I don't know why we watch it, but we love it.
SUVs were dying out until Rona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't fly anymore.
Miatas, you know?
No one
No?
cares about those. No,
Nope.
never.
I don't think Miatas are gonna come back.
I don't know, dude. Hey, your boy just hit me up about a Miata recently, so I don't
Who's
know.
your boy?
Chris.
Oh, because he has one already.
Oh, okay.
That's the only reason why. I sold my Miata for a pretty good chunk of change.
Oh, you sold it?
I sold it, dude. I had it for. It's like a very.
It's a Mazda?
It's a car that everybody makes fun of.
No, it's a fun car to drive. Like, they're really fun.
2000.
Is it like a
convertible.
BMW Z3?
Yeah.
Yeah, but not as cool,
Like
though.
an S2000.
Like a two-seater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's like this.
I put it on. I put it on offer up to sell. In the 2 hours I put it up, I got like 50 messages.
Yeah, it's like a collector's now.
Oh, it's a collector's item now?
I was trying to show the feet on it and shit.
It's in the Japanese car community. Not like a classic car, but like yeah.